So as we know, the classification of matter based on the physical properties. So we are not studying anything regarding chemical properties in this chapter, only based upon the physical properties if we'll take the matter. So we can classify the matter into three types. What is the three types, Danishka? One is solids, another one is what? Liquids, and another one is what, guys? Gases. Yes or no? So now in last class already we studied what is the properties of solid, how we can say a given substance is a solid or not. So totally we have been discussed the 5 properties of solids. So what is the 5 properties? Anybody? Please let me know. So what is the 5 properties you studied regarding solids? First one, anyone? Solids have fixed shape and as well as what? Fixed volume. Understanding? Next you can say solids cannot be compressed. Next one, solids is having high density. What do you mean by density formula? I said you density means what? Density.
Mass by volume.
What do you mean by density? Anyone? Density means what?
Mass by volume.
More mass for less volume. That is what it is. They're having more mass for less volume. That is what we can say density. Density is equals to mass by volume. Next property is ready. They do not fill the containers completely. And the last one, what guys? They are the fluids or solids. They are what? They do not flow. So they are rigid in nature. That is what we can say. Yes or no? So they don't flow. They do not flow. They are rigid structures. Yes or no, guys? Rigid.
Yes,
we can say
yes,
that
sir.
is called as solids. So these are the 5 properties of solids. Now today's class we are going to study the next one, that is what? Properties of liquids. Okay, so please all of you write, keep heading and write properties of liquids. Properties of liquids. Now the first point which I want to say you again the same thing. Now you tell me, is it the liquids is having any shape? That is what I want. Is it suppose example? Tell me first. For example, what is the liquids you are seeing in our surroundings? Danishka, Gokul, what is the liquid you are seeing in our surroundings? Yes, please.
So water, milk, like
Water, milk, fruit juice, ink.
oil.
Yeah, oil, very good. Kerosene, petrol, all these things we used to call it as common liquids. Yes or no? Alcohol, everything. Now, what is the properties of this? Let us discuss. What is the properties and how they will be presented now. For example, I have given 1 liter of water to Harish. Now you tell me, he has been given to Danishkar given to Reddy given to Gokul. Now you tell me, still the volume of that 1 liter will be remain same or not? That is my first point I want to ask. Yes, please. If I will take 1 liter of liquid from Harish home to Danishka to everyone, I will carry. Now still the water will be remains or not? The volume of water will be remains same or varies? That is what I want. Please let me know.
Remains the same.
So that is what you want to say. So from that we can say liquids is having first point. What is the first point we can say? Liquids is having what? Fixed volume. What we can say, guys? Fixed volume. Understand? So if we take the water, the volume of the water is not varies. So remains the volume is constant. So what is the first point, guys? Liquids have a what? Fixed volume. Please write it. Liquids have a fixed volume. Okay. Now, one more thing you can say. But is it having a fixed shape? If we'll take the solids, so what is the property of solid? Anybody can tell me? First point of solid. What is the solid's first property? Read everyone. Solid shape and as well as fixed volume. But if it comes to the liquids having fixed volume. But what about the shape? That is what my question. Anybody can answer? Is it liquids is having particular shape? Anyone?
No, sir.
No. So why?
The shape of the containers.
Yes or no? They are the fluids. So if we'll take here, they will take the shape of the what? They will never, the liquids does not have particular shape. What they will do, guys? They will take the shape of the what?
Containers.
Shape of the container. So that is why we can say, for example, see this picture, everyone. So one is, you can see, this is a beaker, this is a glass, this is a conical flask, this is another kind of flask. Understanding? Bottom faced flask. Now you tell me, is it water is having same shape, or it is obtaining the shape of the container? Let me know, everyone.
Obtaining the shape of the container.
The shape of it.
The shape of the container. Yes or no? So from that we can say it is having a fixed volume. Volume is remains fixed. You can take here. Maybe I have been taken 1 liter of water. So in this beaker it is coming till here. In this glass completely filled. Conical flask fully filled, and bottom flask we can take still remains empty space. So volume is remains fixed. Understanding? Volume is fixed, but what is not fixed, guys? Yes, please respond. That is what? Shape is not fixed. That is the first point of liquids. What is the first point of liquid, everyone? Fixed volume, but then they have no fixed shape. Everyone, make it. No fixed shape. What you written till now, Harish? Fixed volume, but no fixed shape. Please make it. No fixed shape. Is it okay, everyone? That is the first point. Understand? Next, second point. Understand? Now see. Now, for example, Danishkar, can you able to hear me? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now, for example, let me take this conical flask. Can you able to see this conical flask, everyone? Please let me know. Can you able to see?
Yes, sir.
Now,
Yes, sir.
go to the solids. Is it possible to compress the solids? Is it possible to compress the solids?
Yes, sir. A bit.
Is it possible to compress? A little bit also we cannot compress.
Yes,
I have been given brick. How you can compress, ready? Some solids we can compress. It's okay, like sponge and all. That is why I am not asking. Generally, we cannot compress the solids. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, let me come to the liquids also now. For example, this conical flask can fill maximum 1 liter of water. How much water? 1 liter.
1 liter of.
Now, I will ask Danishkar. Danishkar, just try to press it and pour a little bit more water. Is it possible to pour? Is it possible to
No,
pour?
sir.
No. So what will happen? If you try to compress, if you try to apply the force, then what will happen? That's water itself they'll spill out. Is it yes or no, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So means in a sense of, is it possible to compress the liquids? I'm asking.
No, sir.
No. So like solids, liquids also cannot be compressed. Please write it. Like solids, liquids cannot be compressed. Liquids cannot be compressed. What do you mean by compressed? Trying to pressurize. Understand, everyone? That is what. But if we take gas, gas can be compressed or not? Gas can be compressed or not? Yes, we can compress. That is what we can say. Our cylinders, LPG cylinders. LPG, liquefied petroleum gas, is a compressed gas. Yes or no, guys? Highly compressed.
Yes, sir.
Is it yes or no? That is what. That is. So now, that is what you can remember. So liquids cannot be compressed. That is the second point. Next, density. Density is more than solids or less than solids? Density. Yes, please respond. Density is more than solids or less than solids? They're having, see, solids particles are tightly packed. If the particles are more tightly packed, more denser. Understanding? So more denser. But now liquids is having what? Particles are little bit far each other. So, and gases more far each other. So who is having low density? Anybody can tell me? Who is having low
Gas.
density?
Gas.
Gas is having low density. Who is having high density? High density.
Solid.
Solids. Now, middle, high density, low density. Middle, what density we can say? We're having moderate density. Understanding? So moderate density. So liquids is having moderate density, less than solids. Averagely, I'm saying ready. Understand, Hari? Some liquids is having more denser than solid. For example, if we take mercury, ready? Mercury is a liquid, okay, but it is more denser than solids. Do you understand? I'm saying general purpose. Okay, that is what you have to remember. So we can say, what is the third property, guys? Liquids have moderate, understanding, moderate to high densities, but they are less dense than solids. Please, all of you note it down. What is that? They are having moderate to high densities. moderate to high densities, but less than what? But less than
Solid density.
less than solids. That is the third point. Next, fourth point. Anybody can tell me what is the fourth point? Compare with the solids. Now, is
Sir,
it
they
there
use
filling
container.
container? Check it. For example, I have been poured same 1 liter of water. Is it everywhere the container is fully filled?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Try to answer. Is it container is fully filled? Container is not filled fully. So that what we can say? Liquids cannot fill what? Do not fill their containers completely. Please write it. Liquids do not fill their containers completely. Do not fill their containers. Do not fill their containers. Can you able to see this picture or not? Containers completely. Yes or no? So that is the reason with a single picture I am teaching you all the properties. Is it the liquid is occupying the complete shape of the container? Not occupied. Yes or no, guys?
Yes, sir.
That is why we can say they cannot occupy or they do not fill the containers completely. That is the things. Next, liquids, last property. Anybody can tell me liquids can flow or not?
They can flow,
They
sir.
flow, sir.
Liquids generally flow easily. That is why we used to call them as what? What we used to call Gokul? Liquids can flow
Fluid.
easily. That is why they are called as what? They are called as
Fluid.
fluids. Okay, right. Liquids generally flow easily. Liquids generally flow easily. So that is why we used to call them as what? Known as what we used to call, guys? Fluids. Okay, please write it. So these are the 5 properties of liquid. Anybody having doubt? Let me know. Clear? Once it is clear, please kindly ask me. Okay, guys.
Okay, sir. Completed, sir.
Yeah, very good. Next, we can take gases. Now, you all know about the gases. We can see gases, for example, Reddy can take a small amount of gas. If it had been kept in a container, it will be occupy the shape of the container. If it had been released into the room, it will occupy the complete room or not? Yes,
Yes,
please.
sir. It will occupy.
It will occupy. Because why?
Yes, sir.
Particles are what? Particles are very far each other. Yes or no, guys? That is what the next one. Let us study. All of you keep reading. Next one, what we are going to study? Properties of gases. Okay? So please write it, everyone. So properties of liquids over. Now, how many properties are Tanishkar? Liquids. 5 properties. Do you remember? Next one, we are going to study properties of gases.
Yes.
Okay, now let us take, I have been given some amount of gas, same amount, understanding? So some amount of gas I have given. Now I have been given into different kind of balloon. One is round balloon, another one is like a cylinder kind of balloon, but same amount of gas I will occupy, I will keep. Is it the same gas is occupying the complete cylinder or some complete shape of the body or not? Yes
Yes,
or
sir.
no? So now, for
Yes,
example, I have been taken this much small container. I have been kept this much gas. Now, same gas, if I have been taken into big container, it will occupy the full part, full body or not?
It will
Everyone,
occupy.
it will provide a
Sir.
more bigger area. Still, the same gas will occupy the complete area of the container. Is it yes or no? But as we know,
Yes, sir.
gases is always need to keep in a closed containers or open containers.
Closed container.
Close to the container.
Containers. Because why? The intermolecular force of attraction is extremely what? Extremely low or high?
Low, sir.
Extremely low. Understanding is almost negligible forces. Negligible force is acting. That is why they can escape from the container very easily. That is why always you have to take in what, guys? Closed containers. Yes or no? Now you tell me. Is it they are having fixed volume? See, same amount of gas, but volume is keep on increasing. Or else if you compress it, volume is keep on decreasing. So from that we can say, is it they are having a fixed volume? Hari?
No, sir.
No. And also fixed shape. Is it having a fixed shape? If I'll take circular object, circular cylinder. If I'll take cylinder shaped object, cylinder object. If I'll take some other shape, some other shape. Is it having a fixed shape?
No, sir.
No fixed volume
No.
and no fixed shape. So what is the first property, everyone? What is the first property?
No
No
fixed
fixed
volume. No.
Volume and as well as no fixed shape. Please all of you write it. Make it fast. That is the first property. All of you write it. Clear, Tanishka? Ready? Gokul? Everybody's. Yeah.
Sir.
That is what. So properties of gases. First one is what? Gases have neither a fixed shape nor a fixed volume. Neither a fixed shape. Neither a fixed shape nor a what? Fixed
Shape.
volume. Okay, that is what. So next, second point. Now tell me, they do not have fixed shape and fixed volume, so that we can compress them easily or not. We can increase the size volume, we can decrease the volume, so that what? Gases can be easily compressed. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So why they can compress easily? Anyone? Why they can compress easily? Because
Force is low.
yeah, the
Because they
intermolecular
have
force is less.
big.
Understanding? Intermolecular force is less. So the particles gap between the particles is more or not?
More, sir.
More.
More. That is why we can compress them easily. Now, that is the second point. I will show you the one picture. Have you understand or not? Let me know. Vardhani, you also try to communicate. Everyone, Gokul, now you can see the first picture. What is this, guys? You can see here. What is the first picture? What is the first picture? Common salt. Understanding? Common salt kept in the syringe. Now you can see. Is it possible to compress? Anybody? I'm trying to apply with the piston. Piston means pushing. Is it possible to compress?
No, sir.
No. Why?
No, sir.
It is the solid. Now, water. I filled with the water, liquid. Now you can see I'm trying to compress. It is not possible. Understanding? But I have been taken gas. Have you noticed it? Gas. This is what air I have been filled. Now you can see it is easily compressed. Yes or no? See, this much volume of gas can be compressed into small volume. Yes or no, guys?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
There is the picture you can indicate. So this is what it is. Air is what? What is the word here down? Compressed.
Compress.
Why it is compressed easily? Gokul and Danishka? Because the distance between the particles is more. Means the intermolecular forces are less or more. Intermolecular forces are less. Understanding? So that intermolecular forces are negligible. Okay? So that is why negligible. So that is why it can be easily compressed. Is it okay, everybody? Yes?
Sir.
Please respond. Second
Yes,
point.
sir.
Okay. Now, third point. Third point, anybody can tell me densities. They are very, very low density or high density. Particles are very far each other. So low density or high density?
Low density, sir.
Low density. Understanding? Gas is much lighter than the same volume of solid or same volume of liquid. You can take. Okay. Very, very low densities. Please mention. Gases have. What is the third point, guys? Low densities. Okay. Low densities. Now, for example, I have taken 3 containers. This is the container 1, this is the container 2, and this is the container 3. So same containers. What is that? Same containers. Understanding? Now, this is the solid. I have been filled fully. And same container means volume is same or not, Hari?
Same,
Volume
sir.
is same or not? So, same containers, volume is same. Understanding? But you tell me, who is having more density? This is solid, this is liquid, and this is gas. So, if you have been taken
Solid.
3 substances, solid, liquid, gas of equal volume, same volume, or equal volume. So, whose density is more?
Solid.
Solid.
Solid density. Even though volume remains constant, but density is varies. Why, guys? Here particles are closely packed. Here particles are less closely packed. Here completely very loosely packed. So intermolecular forces are extremely low. That is what negligible forces. Yes or no, guys?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
That is the reason. So that is the third point. So third point you can extend, you can write. So gases having low, very low densities. Understanding? So the same volume of solid, liquid, and gas you can take. So gas is having much lighter than same volume of liquid and as well as solid. Please write it. Gases have very low densities. Not low, you can write what? Very low densities. Is it okay, Harry?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So if you take equal volume of solid, liquid, and gas, so gases is having what? Extremely lighter than. Understanding? So they are the lighter, LIGHTR, lighter than liquids and solids. Is it okay, guys? Lighter than liquids and
Yes,
solids.
sir.
Okay, next. Gases. So now, as we know already, gases, if we'll take, so I have taken one container, this container, I have taken this container. Now, same amount of gas will occupy the full shape or not? Full container or not?
Lock.
That is
Sir.
why we have to always keep it in which containers? Closed containers or open containers? Closed containers.
Closed container.
Understand? So we can say they will occupy the complete shape of the container or not? Yes, they will occupy.
They will
Right. So they will fill their containers completely. Gases fill their containers completely. Fill their containers completely. Okay, next, last point. So they can flow easily or not? They are gases.
flow easily.
Yeah, they
Yes,
can
we-
flow more even faster, flow easily than even liquids. Okay, than liquids. So that is why these also we used to call it as what? Fluids, we can say. Is it okay? Tanishka, Gokul, Vartani, these are the properties of gases. Any doubt, please let me know. These are the 6 properties of solids, 6 properties of liquids, and 6 properties of, what is that, guys? Gases. Okay, so this is all about it. Anybody is having doubt, let me know, or else please, I'm giving 1 minute time, write it everything, then later we'll proceed it. Is it okay? Ready?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please write.
Completed, sir.
Yeah. So let's start. Next.
Yes,
If
sir.
you notice it, so that is what. Now, here immediately you have to ask me a question. All of you have to ask me a question. Sir, we are all, everything we used to call it as matter only. What is the common name of every substance? Everything is called as what? Matter. Then, why this matter is present these many states? What? How many states it is? Solids, liquids, and as well as gases. That is what we'll say now. Why solids, liquids, and gases have different properties? Shall we say? Because all the 3 substances we used to call it as what? Everything is called as what? Matter. Yes or
Matter.
no? Now, even though this matter, is it, we can say, so matter means we can say solids, matter means we can say liquids, matter means we can say gases. But you can see, all are having different properties. Yes or no? Even though they all are called as matter, but what is happening? They are having different properties. Okay, so there, one can be compressed, one can be having fixed volume, one can be having fixed shape, one can be having what? Fixed, what is that we can say? There, one can be compressed, one cannot be compressed. So why, sir? So even though everything is a matter, why it is not able to Understanding? Having a common properties means because of three reasons. The three reasons already you people know. So once again, we'll study that. So please, all of you keep reading. Why solid, liquids, and gases have different properties? Okay. All of you write. Why solids, liquids, and gases have different properties. So let's start now. Everyone? Now we have three reasons. The three reasons already you people know it. Now solids, liquids, and gases. What is the main difference? Anyone? Let me speak. Anybody can speak. What is the main difference you people understand? That is what I used to send you the word also called as kinetic energy of the particles. That is what movement of particles. Can anyone tell me? That is what? Yeah, let it be. You tell me. What is the main difference between solids, liquids, and gases? Anybody?
Yeah, shapes. Sir.
Shape not ready. One more thing is there. Particles, how they are packed, closely packed or loosely packed or less loosely packed. Understand? So please, all of you see, that is the first property of why, even though they are matter, why they are having different properties means you have to draw this picture, which will explain you very clearly. So this is solid, this is liquid, this is what, guys? This is what? Gas.
Yes.
So as we know that already experimentally we proved that whatever the matter, particles will keep on moving or not inside random motion, yes or no? Yes or no? That is what. But in solids, where the random motion will be more, anybody can tell me, liquids or gases or solids, where the random motion will be more, much higher?
So gas.
Liquid.
In gases, yes or no? Because why? Because gases are very far each other. So they can randomly, they can move in any direction. But solids cannot be moved random direction. Why? Because they are closely packed. But still vibration taking place. Can you able to see these lines? That lines is indicating what? Vibration. Understand? That is what you can say. So the three reasons first behind, you can see the first one is the spaces between the particles. So where the spaces is minimum, anybody can tell me? Space or distance between the particles. Please write everyone. First point. The spaces between the particles. First property. Why the three substances having different properties? First one is what? The spaces between the particles. So who is having minimum space? Solids have minimum space. Do you understanding? And who is having maximum space? Anyone?
Gases.
Maximum in gases. Okay. Little more in liquids. Little more in liquids. And you can take and more in where, guys? Danishka, maximum in gases. Okay, that is what. Yes, please. That is the first reason. So what is the first reason, guys? Because particles are far each other. Solids very closely packed, liquids little, and gases very far each other. That is the first reason. Is it okay? Ready? Second reason. What is the second reason? Now anyone can tell me second reason? Force of attraction between particles. Where is more, where is less, where is negligible? Anybody? Force of attraction between
solids have more.
Yes. Second one, force of attraction. Force of attraction. So Danishkar, where force of attraction is more? When they are closer or when they are far each other? Yes, please. Try to speak, yeah.
Sir, when they are far, sir.
When they are far, force is more. Harish, what Harish Danishkar is saying? When they are far, for example, I kept iron particle close to the magnet and I kept very far from the magnet. Where the attraction is more? Tell me why. Where, guys, force of attraction more? When the particles are closer enough or far each other?
Closer, sir. Closer, sir.
So means where it is maximum, solids maximum or gases maximum? Yes, please.
Solid.
That is,
Solids.
so what is that force called as? Intermolecular force, understanding, or interparticle forces, whatever it is you can write. So force of attraction between the particles is maximum. Maximum in where? Maximum in solid, understanding. And next one is what? Minimum, little more in liquids. So understanding, and you can take the strongest in solids, less strong in liquids, and negligible in gases. That is what you have to remember. Okay, everybody? Maximum in solids. Next one is what? Less in liquids and negligible. Negligible in where?
Gases.
Gases. That is what. So this is only we used to call it as intermolecular force, or we can say interparticle force. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Everybody can write. That is the thing. Now, third reason. Now you tell me, in which substance particles can move much faster? Much faster.
Gases.
Gases. That is what I said. The motion capacity. That is what the body is moving. That energy we used to say. Which energy? I told you already in before class.
Movement.
Yes. Kinetic energy
Kinetic
of particles. Understanding. That is what we can say. The amount of movement of particles. Please write. Third one is the amount of movement of particles. The amount of movement of particles. That is only we used to call it as which energy, guys?
Kinetic
Energy of particles. Okay. Now, so kinetic energy in which one it is maximum? First to solid is maximum. Kinetic energy. What it is? The kinetic energy. Which one is
Solid.
maximum? Kinetic energy of particles, please.
The gases have most kinetic.
Solid particles cannot displace, they can only vibrate. Understanding? Only vibrate to and fro motion. Understand? To and fro motion. Because why? Because they are closely packed. Yes or no, guys? Closely packed. Understanding? So now, if we'll take liquids as we know, if we'll take water, and as we know, pollen grains if have been drawn, what we observed? Particles of water is keep on moving up and down. Yes or no? This water will come up, this water will come down. Yes or no? Ready? So particles is keep on moving. Okay. That is what pollen grain if you have been kept, it is keep on moving the zigzag motion. Yes or no, Hari?
Yes, sir.
So solid is having minimum kinetic energy or maximum kinetic energy?
Minimum.
Minimum. So minimum in solids, more in liquids, and maximum in where? In here, minimum kinetic energy. Okay, minimum kinetic energy, and you can take here more kinetic energy. And if you take last gases, what will happen? Gases
High kinetic.
maximum kinetic energy. Maximum kinetic energy means why maximum kinetic energy? Because more free space. Understanding? So space, intermolecular space is maximum. Intermolecular space is maximum. So that what is happening, guys? Kinetic energy also maximum. Is it okay, guys? That is the reason behind the three things. Why different solids, liquids, and gases is having different properties. So what is the reason behind? Three reasons, everybody. First reason is what? Spaces between the particles. Second reason is force of attraction between the particles. And the third one is what, guys? The amount of movement of particles. That is what we can say. What we used to call, Danishka? We can say kinetic energy of particles. So these are the three things. Please draw the diagram also, and as well as write it. Make it everything well, fast. Do it fast. So that is why you can see gases can compress more easily. Why, guys? Because they're having what? Gases can compress more easily because more intermolecular space and less intermolecular force. Okay, intermolecular force, that is the reason we used to say that is what gases are extremely low understanding intermolecular forces. That is what, please write it and draw the diagram also. So this is all about what is the solids properties, liquid properties and gases properties, and why they have different properties. Is it anybody is having any doubt? Let me know. Clear?
Yes, sir.